everyone, welcome back. Just a little follow-up video here for you. We finished the nature collage pages, and in the last video actually I didn't go into a lot of detail about the finishing touches that I did, but I think in future videos when we do new pages I will spend a bit more time with that. But what I wanted to say was you are going to have lots of little scraps and pieces left over, little tiny pieces, and I don't throw those away. I don't throw anything away because I put a lot of work and a lot of love into creating them. So I'll just show you what I tend to do when I've got these pieces left over, and I think you'll agree it's a nice use. I mean, here's a couple of pieces here where I've just actually just added the leftover pieces to a spare bit of card, and I've cut this down. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I've got that there, and a couple of strips where I've cut off as well. But the main thing I wanted to show you was these tags. And you remember in the earlier video I actually spoke about I had these wooden shapes I didn't know what to do with on the actual pages themselves because it was going to be too thick to close the book. So I found the perfect place to use them, and I think these are lovely. I've just used some distress ink on these wooden shapes, which I think has a beautiful effect, much nicer than just using paint. And I've just added some tiny rubber stamped greetings. There's a brad there, some ribbon obviously, but we're doing pretty much exactly the same thing that we did for the pages. We are using these scraps in exactly the same way. A little bit of distress ink around the edges to give it a bit of dimension, but pretty much the same sort of thing as what we did on the pages. Okay, so I wanted to show you those, but also this. I love making these little artist trading cards. I did a series on my website decades ago, or at least a decade ago, maybe 15 years, where I sort of use scraps and pieces and create these miniature works of art. People love doing them, and they're called artist trading cards. But the series that I had, I just basically used playing cards and created these little pictures or little pieces using different techniques. The idea was to sort of demonstrate the use of different techniques, and this was what I did with some of the other scraps as well. Just added it to my playing card template, if you like. And here we have some these were basically air dry clay, and again the distress ink gives a lovely sort of dimensional effect on these rather than using paint. So again, there's another idea. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you'll come back soon, and we're going to be moving on to doing some different collage pages, but also to talk a lot more about how we create some of the background papers that we used in this collage. So I really hope you can come and join me. It's been fun, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.